Hi guys, welcome to Truth Heals 1111 with your girl Chloe, and we are going to continue with the readings. This is just a general reading. Only take what resonates in this reading. What does not apply, allow it to fly. I love each and every one of you, family, friends, sir, ma'am. I hope each and every one of you, if you're going through something, that we're going to be able to work through it. Remember, to any problem, obstacle, situation, adversity, there's always a solution. When it comes to the solution, you have to look at the choices that you need to make in regards to whatever you're currently going through. Everything in life that you experience is something you can learn from. So stay open-minded, looking at things from a different perspective and making a different choice. Or actually just making the best choice for you. I know sometimes it's hard to talk to people about what we're going through. But again, when you can find somebody that you can share your experience with, that you can trust, that will be able to listen to you and help you through it, that's a wonderful thing. It was hard for me to have trust and be vulnerable. Sharing who I was with people, for the fact that people will weaponize your trauma, your situation, um and it's hard to trust people, places, and things that do that, but there is somebody that you can share with. I love each and every one of you, and let's see what is currently going on in the energy, or what you need to know of what's going on around you. You may be telling somebody that you can no longer be their man or their woman. That may be a situation you're going through. You may be telling somebody you can't commit to them, or you don't want to commit anymore. You may feel like being held down, like being with somebody is holding you down, or you're being held down by being with somebody, and you want to be released. It may be hard for you because you emotionally care about this person, um, how they show up in your life, but at the same time, you're questioning what's best for you. Hold on, Clinton, let me get my glasses. Okay, let's see. Spirit, ancestors, most high, divine, whether high vibration or low vibration, whatever spirit. Give me the truth and the clarity in regards to the collective's energy. What do I need to see? Something about food made you sick. You may have gotten some sort of sickness from food, or eating something you don't feel good. Um, Something sick in your body. Something sick. Yeah, something's going on in your body. You're feeling sick. Or the mind, you could be sick in your thoughts. Your thoughts are sickening. Or somebody's sickening to you. What is sick? I don't know. You feeling sick, or your body's sick, or something sickening? And I'm not hearing like that sick like it's dope. I'm hearing sick like not good. The Emperor, the Devil, sick. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, Hangman. Your thoughts are keeping you sick. That's what that is. Your thoughts are keeping you sick. Your desires are keeping you sick. Whatever you're desiring, it's keeping you mentally, emotionally, maybe even physically, financially, sexually sick. Spirit, ancestors, most high, give me the truth and clarity in regards to my family, friends, sir, ma'am, whoever you are that gets this energy. Oh, let me go over my downloads. Okay. Spiritualist collective, to everybody in the world. Congratulations. We are closing out a definitely cycle. If it hasn't ended, things are coming to an end. We are closing out these karmic situations, these lessons, these obstacles, these experiences, the same people, places, and things that we have, whether we were repeating the actions, the behavior, the mindset, which keeps us mentally and emotionally trapped in, that is all coming to an end. The download that I got is get ready. It is now time for everybody to shift in their energy, in their mindset, to evolve. When things come to a close, this means truth is coming out, clarity is coming out. A choice and a decision has to be made whether you're going to stay behind or whether you're going to elevate in life. I hope each and every one of you are prepared for the spring new year, because again, most of us that have walked away from things that no longer served us, that kept us trapped in a loop, especially after truth and clarity has been given to a situation, or whether your intuition is nudging you, it's still kind of challenging to end, because we're at the last of it. It's the last part of these emotions just fading away. Um, what else did I get? Um, it is time for people to heal. Come to an understanding of things happen, right? When a situation occurred a year ago, 2 years, 3 years ago, right? Things could have been played out if a different decision, a different choice could have been made, right? But sometimes when we don't know, we just don't know. Um, to any choice that we make, we can either go to the left, we can go to the right, or we can stay in the middle and not make a choice. Either way, there's always going to be the consequences of whatever decisions we make in life. Um, whatever choice you made, whatever decision, whatever act, behavior that was made, it happened. We can no longer stay there. We can no longer go back and prove a point to, why we do the things we do, why the choices we make, and just, again, trying to prove, because decisions are already made, the consequences have already happened, and the only thing that we can do now in the world is move on to calmer pastures. This means peace. This means happiness in whatever decisions in life you want to make. But holding on to a choice, a decision, a mindset, again, are you going to allow it to hold you back? Or are you going to allow you to move forward in life? Some people would choose to stay stuck in a past, a life cycle, and you're going to be repeating that for a long time. You're going to go through a lot more hardships. You're going to go through a lot more situationships. You're going to deal with consequences that are a lot harsher because you weren't understanding the lesson of it. Whether you listen to tarot and tarot's giving you truth, clarity, and the guidance into what you should do to better yourself, maybe you're the type of person that's not listening to it. Okay, well, only it's your life, and you're the only one that has to live it. If you're suffering, you're hurting, you're pain, you're whatever it is, there's nobody else that's gonna be there to deal with that but you. Again, what are you ready to sacrifice? Are you ready to let go of the past and move on, or are you going to still be stuck in hurt, pain, um, obstacles, adversity? um, Whatever choice or decision you have to make in regards of this cycle closing out, it's all up to you. But Spirit wanted me to let you know, um, this is it. This is the final judgment call. You're gonna have to let your yes be your yeses, your no's be your no's. Do I stay? Do I go? You're the only one you can't be undecided. So the choice is going to be ultimately yours. Number two, thank God that people listen to my readings. I've been seeing a lot of people in higher frequency of love, and then there are more people that I know that are creating new ideas, new businesses, new mindsets. So people are listening to tarot card readings, or people are following their inner calling, following their guidance. You guys, the world, everybody is leveling up. Nobody's willing to be in a lack and a poverty mindset. So if that's where you're feeling at, you need to figure something, not you need to, but if you're open to feedback, think about reinventing yourself as a better version of yourself, because if things haven't been working out, what are you going to do different to better your life situation? Here we go. Spirit, ancestors, most high. Oh, and then my spiritualist. A lot of you have done readings, and you guys have said some things. And even the things that I said, guess what? It has all came out. So to my spiritualists that are guided, that you, whether you read cards, you listen to your intuition, you're seeing it, baby, let me tell you, time on target. You are right on point. Can't nobody deny that. Spiritually, you are not connected to source. As well as for me, even some of the things that I said came out and happened in my life. So I am very grateful to have the gift of intuition, discernment. I hear things, I see things, I feel things, I know things, and I don't even question it anymore. I just wait for it. I wait for it. But to my other brothers and sisters, as a Scorpio, and I'm calling all you Scorpios to the front. Yes, sir, ma'am. Scorpionic energy, Cancer energy, Pisces energy. We are all stronger. We are all wise. We are all transformative. We are deep people. It takes one to know one. I need you like you need me. All my friends are mostly water signs. I'm a water sign. All my friends are mostly water signs because they understand the depth that I go through. Um, I don't rock with too many air signs. Earth and water, I can get with. Fire, they push me, they drive me. Air, we make bubbles. So I know for me, water and air, we make bubbles, and bubbles pop. Um, but any other sign, it inspires me, it pushes me, and people understand me more. Now, I'm not discriminating it to anybody. But it's good to know that, to my spiritual brothers and sisters, we are meeting the people that understand, um, past and present situations, especially when we think we're alone. We're never alone. There's somebody out in the world that has a shared experience, that's been through, and can even help me, move forward in my life. Growing and learning and evolving is always going to be in my life. And that's the blessing of it all, because whether good or bad, it's still going to be an experience to help shape the version of me that I am. And I am very grateful um, to people that watch the readings, to the tarot card readers, to the people in my life. Even if I don't know you, thank you for leaving a comment, whether good or bad, because it still has inspired me to see things from a different perspective, learn, grow, and keep evolving. Again, I just want to say thank you. Okay. The first two cards I got out is the Emperor in reverse to the Star. Um, there are, sir, ma'am. The Emperor in reverse is somebody that's aware of their power but don't stand in their power. Um, and the Emperor in reverse, you definitely have the qualities to become an emperor. But just because you may call yourself an emperor doesn't mean that you are the emperor, because it's coming out in reverse. The reason why is because maybe the mindset, the way you see things. The Emperor upright is a strong person to lead people in the right direction of the land of God's will, which the land of milk and honey, right? When I win, my everybody wins around me. There's nobody you're gonna leave out, right? Because you want to see, you're only picking the people that you want to win with you, and you're leaving people that deserve, you know what I'm saying, your assistance, but you're not helping everybody. You're a picker, you pick and choose. At the same time, you are controlling. Now what this looks like, controlling, you may be the type that like to control other people. But when it comes to you, you can't even control yourself. And that's this is when we're gonna have a thing, right? Because when it comes to control, right? When you try to control other people, that means that the emperor, you got to be able to protect what you're controlling. So if you're just only controlling and not protect what you're controlling, then you are the emperor in reverse. The emperor in reverse is in um you have a lot of ideas. You could be very logical, you could be very smart, you could be very, you may, you understand people. You could be rebellious as well. But let me tell you, rebellious is a good thing, right? Don't ever let anybody tell you that being a rebel is a bad thing, because being rebellious means that you're not going to conform to what everybody believes. And that's a great thing, because we never want to conform to any of society's mindsets, the behaviors, the knowledge, and the things like that. You're not going to do what everybody else is doing. And that's a great thing, because these are qualities of an emperor. Now, to the Star, you are working on taking a look at yourself, your inner compass, who you are as a person and how you're showing up in the world. At the Star, you are kind of you're feeling your emotions and you're working on these emotions, but it's a challenge because and the emperor, you don't want to face these emotions. You don't want to face these emotions. And I'm not laughing at you, but I am really commending you for taking the time to even just look at what you're feeling. When you can, and I'll help you through this, right? Emperor in reverse, because you want to heal and become the Star, right? I need you to start breaking situations in your life down, right? Especially when you're learning about and feeling these emotions, and trying to work on just being a better person, right? I want you to put a name on the emotion. So let's say you have a sister, right? And she does something to hurt you and she makes you mad and you're ready to curse her out, you're ready to talk noise to her and everything like that. What I want you to do is understand the situation. You're going to be like, if you're angry, right? You're going to be like, okay, the feeling I feel is angry. The reason why I feel angry is because my sister did this. Now, the reason, once you already you name the emotion, you put down why you feel a certain type of way. Now you have to break that down. Well, what makes me mad when my sister does this kind of thing? And you'll be able to look back starting when the first time you ever experienced the same type of experience that your sister did somewhere in the past, and you can begin the healing process. So whenever you're being triggered, whatever you're hearing, whatever you're seeing, whatever you're trying to understand, I want you to name the type of emotion that you're feeling and then go back to when you first felt that emotion. That way you can work on healing. When you start to heal, you'll start to better start shifting the emperor in reverse to going like that into this, because now you're going to understand the emotions. You'll be able to start seeing people, places, and things and why they may emotionally be in reverse. So, congratulations. Hopefully, I was able to help you, assist you with taking a look at the emotions. Now, as far as the controlling part, the sky is blue, clouds are white. Airplanes, when they take off, they go up. Um, the seasons is spring, but soon it'll be summer. Then we'll go into fall and winter, right? You'll have to dress from shorts to pants, sweaters, and a coat. Then turn around and dress back into shorts when spring turns around. These are things out of your control. You have to understand. We have to allow control to dissipate by itself. Allowing things to flow how it needs to flow will give you a better understanding of how people, places, and things show up in your life. Because you're rebellious, you're in your mind a lot thinking. When you're observing, right? Allow people to flow how they flow, and you just take a step back and observe, because you'll know how people are moving just by observing. I wouldn't listen to any outside noise because that's just a distraction and that could be manipulation until you do the research and see it, until you're able to say, this is what it is because I observe it to be this way, is when you can start making better decisions for yourself. Okay, show me the Emperor and the Star. Emperor reverse to the Star. Why are you here, sir? Why are you on my table? Judgment. So you could be praying right now. You are praying that things work out better for you in your favor, or that you're not, something about ancestors, something about passing over, past loved ones, passing over, something about passing over. Whether you are thinking that death is knocking at your door, or you're thinking about a loved one that has passed over. Something is connecting you to the ancestors, or judgment. You could be under judgment right now from some sort of actions, behaviors that brought consequences. Now, when the universe is flowing, when the divine is in people and that's flowing, right? And if you're the emperor and you try to control how the universe is going to play out and how the divine has people, places, and things connected, when you interrupt the flow of things, you are interrupting God's plan, the universe's plan, where people were once fated to meet. There's going to be a misalignment and a redirection. You could have just made some unhealthy choices that were not in alignment with the universe and with the Most High or whoever you subscribe to. And this has put you under judgment. By becoming the emperor in reverse. Maybe you were destined to be the emperor. You are destined to be somebody. You are destined to be the leader. You are destined to be, again, the emperor. But somehow you have fell off in alignment with who you are, how you identify, um, and the behaviors that come with societal, maybe economical, maybe political, maybe financial views, right? You may allow that to depict your mindset, whereas the divine has destined you to be an emperor upright. So thank God that you are actually praying, you are looking at things, and you are feeling these emotions that you are feeling. Okay. What is judgment, spirit? Tell me judgment. You have rejected what the divine tried to offer to you. It is in reverse. Four of Cups is in reverse. You may not be listening to your intuition. You may not be listening to what the universe and the divine is trying to tell you. So you may be ignoring your guidance, your spiritual guidance of who you need to be, not what you want to be and how you want to be seen, but who you actually are. It is a false representation of self. Not only the way that you see you, but the way people see you as well. And of course, I get it, right? At one time, I needed to prove a point to how I wanted people to see me and how and how I see myself. And at one time, um, baby, I was the queen in cups in reverse because it was a false identity of who I truly was. I had these abilities, these skills, but I was definitely misusing them and being misguided. I was misguided in life by a lot of people, places, and things. Everybody that I was trying to prove a point to were people that didn't deserve my time, people that didn't deserve my energy, people that didn't even deserve my eyesight, but I still gave it to people, places, and things because I wanted to prove a point. I wanted people to respect me, love me, show me unconditional love, do things for me, da 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 da. But overall, when I really take the reality check is every time I'm trying to prove a point, everybody was taking from me. I wasn't succeeding in life. I was going backwards. Every time I took 2 steps forward, I was taking 10 steps back. So I completely can relate to wearing these types of shoes years ago. What is this for, cup? So you rejected what God has for you. You told the universe, the divine, you don't want it, which is okay. Free will. And now, Nine of Swords. So you do not feel happy where you are at in life at this very moment. Can things be better? Of course they can. But first, we got to get over this Nine of Swords. Okay, so you're under judgment. So this is where reality is setting in for you. A lot of realizations of currently what's going on with you, what's going around you is being brought to your table. So this is you really having to eat what you have been dishing. And what is dishing is like the Nine of Swords. Could you have made a different decision? Should you have made a difference? Would it have made a difference? Yes, because you would have been listening to what the divine was telling you. You would have been listening to your inner self, knowing who you are, knowing the truth. As the emperor, fear, insecurity, unstableness, never. Not the emperor. The emperor is going to be in alignment with whether Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles energy that is abundant, that's going to help build, create, evolve, elevate, because an emperor wants to um, protect his land. You, my friend, you're the emperor in reverse. You want to control. Maybe Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. But you have to allow the queens to be able to do what they do in order to build the abundance. Nine of Swords is you totally doing things your way, which are not in alignment with who you are and how you're valued. It's a misrepresentation of yourself. And if you're the emperor in reverse, you're only going to surround yourself with people that misinterpret themselves as well. So, real, you hear the phrase, real recognizes real. Well, fake also recognizes fake as well. Just keep that 100. The Emperor King of Wands. The Emperor King of Wands. I'm praying. Okay. So now you are standing in power. You have certain desires, a certain direction you want to go. And that's great. I applaud you. I am very proud of you for still holding on to the desires of the heart, the mind, and the soul. Right? But with the emperor in reverse, it is an unclean spirit within you. You are operating from an unclean spirit. And this is where I got sick, because your spirit is unclean. You need to cleanse your spirit. Maybe you have gotten attached to the wrong people, places, and things, which has tainted your spirit, or people, places, and things have caused some sort of taintedness within your spirit. And as the star, congratulations. Because this is the reality is like not everybody you surround yourself has a clean spirit. Some people can portray as a clean spirit. Some people can act like a clean spirit. Some people can talk like a clean spirit. But underneath it all, what's in the light is done in the light, but you just don't know when people go home and what's in the dark. And so bringing things out into the light will bring truth and clarity in regards to your situation. This is almost like if you were born in hell, right? And you're the only human born in hell. And the devil comes in and claims you, right? Now you become the most powerful person in hell, right? And then as you get older, you realize that you're stronger than most of the demons. You're smarter. The rest of the demons, they're scared of your power because, the devil claimed you. Now, let me tell you something about hell. There's also a heaven. Now, and I had just heard this in a YouTube reading as well. When Archangel Michael comes down and he delivers that sword, right? That means light is going to be shown in hell, right? Now, everybody's going to disappear, but you're going to be the only one left standing. Are you going to still remain the leader in hell? Or are you going to be able to live in the light? Show me the King of Wands to the star. Two of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Let me help you. Let me assist you, support you, right? Let me speak light into you. Overthinking is a horrible thing. Don't overthink. Do, be, see, feel, love, act, become. Never doubt yourself of something to better yourself. If you understand that there's some things about you that you are taking a look at that needs to change in your life, then change it. All you gotta do is stop doing that and learn a new hobby, learn a new skill, learn a new trait, learn to live above the demons, not be a demon. You're going to learn how to master the darkness so you can be in the light. Discipline yourself, structure yourself. Yes means yes, no's mean no. Don't allow certain people, places, and things to have easy access to you. You are the emperor in reverse, meaning you're out of alignment. You allow people, places, and things to have access to you that don't even deserve your presence. What is the Two of Pentacles with you overthinking and the Judgment? Because judgment means that you're fully aware that the actions, the behavior has led to consequences. Karma. You reap what you sow, cause and effect. What you put in is what you're going to get back. The Chariot. You are being asked to end something. You are being asked to let go of something and move forward. This right here with the Sphinx here, this is mental and emotional intelligence. So the universe, the divine, is kind of guiding you to be mentally and emotionally intelligent about moving on from something, letting it go. And it's not easy. It's not easy. If you're up in me sharing, right? Oh, confirmation. So I'm part of the LGBTQ community, right? When I first came out, I was so scared about how other people were gonna see me, what they were gonna say, da 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 da, right? Even my own family, right? They had stipulations of what I'm supposed to be and who and what school and what education and where I'm supposed to be living and working, and everybody had something to say about Chloe and what Chloe should be doing. It was a whole control tactic, right? A lot of people in my life tried to control me. Now I don't understand why people try to control me, but it's been on and on and on and on and on and on and on my whole life, right? Until I started to be rebellious as well. I got tired of people trying to control me. Not nobody to allow me to be me and comfortable with me being me and following the inner calling of my heart, mind, and soul. But what I did is excuse me, I excused my absence, Um, and people couldn't understand that I don't like to be controlled, or please don't. You can work with me, but you don't have to control me. When I removed myself from situation, it was the absence which started to touch my family, my friends, things like that. They were trying to figure out where I was, what I was doing. Oh baby, I went ghost, right? Maybe I had to teach people the understanding of what it means that when I don't like to be controlled in this situation. You, my friend here, you could have been involved with people trying to control your life as well. Again, when you remove yourself, and they really have to understand, it's not it's you that wants to change, and in order for them to change, you're going to have to change. And by you removing yourself, it's going to force things to fall in alignment and who you need to be in this King of Wands energy. So it's not just walking away and saying goodbye forever, but sometimes your absence will teach people that if you can't respect my presence, then you deserve my absence. Okay, what is this Chariot? Because you missed your calling, you're out of alignment. Show me the Chariot because you're out of alignment. What's next, Spirit, for this Emperor in Reverse, King of Wands? Oh wow. Whew. Temperance, the Knight of Wands to the Magician. Oh, you warlock. You are imbalanced. You are a player. Confirmation. You are imbalanced. You are, how do I say this? Knight of Wands is somebody that's impulsive, somebody that doesn't think before engaging, somebody that does reckless, lustful things. This is somebody with no guidance, no direction. You may not have had a strong figure in your life to help you understand what it's like to be, whether or not, what it is to stand up and be a real person, right? Whether you're man or woman or dog, cat, whatever you call yourself, right? You may not have had a strong figure in your life to help guide you. And it led you to be in the Knight of Wands energy to the Magician. Being a player and manifesting the life that you want for yourself by being reckless, impulsive, doing reckless, impulsive things, lustful energy as well, but it's created some sort of imbalance in your life. And again, here, sick. I'm sick. Somebody's sick. Whether mentally, emotionally, physically. So you, sir, have manifested your own consequences. So you, by your decisions, you created the situation that you're in. Nobody else. You did. Because you're the Emperor Knight of Wands. Now, King of Wands, Emperor in reverse, King of Wands to the Knight of Wands. Why are you going down? You're losing rank. You're being demoted. Judgment. So you're being stripped. Okay. When the divine strips you, it is not just to strip you, but it is to rebuild you. When you hit that page, maybe you're going to do something different. But by then, it'll already be too late. You'll be at ground zero. Nobody, the same people, places, and things. You'll have to change people, places, and things when you hit ground zero. That means your whole world is going to change. Okay, that's too many cards, Spirit. Show me the Magician to the Nine of Swords, Spirit. Show me the Magician to the Nine of Swords. Show me the Magician to the Nine of Swords. A Queen of Wands in reverse. What? So, Queen of Wands in reverse with the Nine of Swords. Somebody over here is like to the Queen of Cups in reverse, to the Two of Cups. You got a mother figure and a lover. Everybody's in reverse. You got a mother figure and a lover in reverse. You get karma, you get karma, and you get karma. Everybody gets karma. Everybody under judgment. Okay, show me Emperor in reverse, King of Wands. Everybody gets business. Queen of Swords, speaking the truth. Everybody gets karma. Everybody had a choice to make. Everybody had a decision to make. Did you want to be mature or did you want to be immature? Did you want to be responsible or irresponsible? Do you want to live your best life or do you want to live somebody else's life? You had the choice to choose the life that you want for yourself, not for anybody else, but for you. 3 people here, you made your choice. Queen of Swords. So let's speak the truth. What's the Two of Pentacles? Now you're hearing the truth. You don't like the truth. Okay, well, guess what? You have to accept what it is. This is called accountability. The choices I make, you're going to hold me accountable if they affect you, right? Correct. If I made some choices against you, you're going to be upset and you're going to hold me accountable. So it works both ways. Queen of Swords energy, I'm going to speak the truth to you and I'm going to hold you accountable because you made a choice here that was not supposed to be made. Show me Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Queen of Swords, let me hide that. Queen of Swords, death is not over to a star. The Queen of Swords is in her North Node. It is not over, and you cannot be juggling this Queen of Swords. No, not, not tolerating that. Show me the Star to the Chariot. And you're watching. You're watching. Okay. Well, if you're somebody that's connecting with me, you see, I did the work on myself. My life has improved. I didn't make a choice to hurt anybody, attack anybody, come against anybody, make anybody else feel some type of way, because I live my life for me. Now, anybody that's outside of my life that wants to dictate what I have going on, maybe those are choices that you're making, bothering me, right? And I ain't doing nothing to you. But when I'm connected to the divine, I'm connected to source. What you reap is what you sow. What you put in is what you're going to get back. So this is what you're getting back. If you were in my life bothering me, messing with me, trying to do something against me, baby, you got to get that back. Here you go. I give that right back to you because that doesn't belong to me. That belongs to you. As the Queen of Swords, I'm going to tell you that this, here you go. That belongs to you. And you're watching. Okay. And you're watching what? Are you inspired now? Are you inspired to change, to do something different? Do you see my level up in life? That's because I focus on me, not anybody else. I stay in my own lane. I'm in my own business. I don't do the things that I used to do anymore. I dropped everything like it's a bad habit. People, places, and things, because that's what they were. Everything in my life was a lesson to show me that it was bad for my health and I got to move around. Maybe you're going through the same experience where you are realizing that the people, places, and things around you are a bad habit and you need to move around. Spirit, show me the Page of Swords to the Temperance in reverse, the imbalance. You're watching me feeling imbalanced. Okay, you have the free will, the choices to make decisions like I do, being responsible, being mature, being open-minded, growing, healing, evolving, changing from an immature to a mature mindset, focused on you and your family and doing what you need to do for you in life because ain't nobody gonna do it for you. And in 20 to 30 years, you'll be how old? What are you going to have to say for yourself when 20 to 30 years come? Do you have anything to show for yourself? Okay. So now you don't want to hold back, right? Now you want to come make a peace offering to restore balance. Okay, that's fair. Queen of Swords, do you want to talk to this person? Queen of Swords is not trying to rebuild anything with you. That's a no. Show me the Seven of Pentacles to the Magician. That's a no. You can't defend the actions, the choices, the mindset, and the behavior. You can't defend it. It's almost like now I'm going to hand you back this BS that you caused in my life. And you can't defend that you didn't do any of it because it's known of what you did. People, places, and things see it for what it is. And there's no denying the truth. The truth is the truth. I'm not going to sit up here and lie and make people believe a lie because I know it's a lie. I'm going to have to tell a lie after a lie after another lie after another lie after another lie. And when the truth comes out, I would be a fool. I would be a clown to be lying. I'd rather just state the truth from the beginning and then walk away knowing that I have a peace of mind, that I still have love in my heart to continue living my best life. But when you get a lie and you tell another lie and you tell another lie, you trapped yourself. You stuck yourself. Okay. The devil to the Three of Pentacles. Yes, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. Emperor in reverse. King of Wands spirit. Yes, you married the devil. Okay. That's your life. Don't impose on other people your lifestyle, your livelihood, and what you have going on. Don't involve anybody else. Keep your personal life to yourself when you focus on you in the direction you want to go. I'm not here to judge. If you want to be dark, be dark. Just don't involve anybody that's not involving themselves. You can be anything you want to be. Just don't do it over here. Queen of Swords. Your secrets were exposed and you're blocked. Your secrets, everybody's secrets exposed. High priestess, we tarot card readers, people, places, and things. We all know your business. We all know, you're in the dark. You stay in the shadows. You have demonic, toxic, negative entities attached to you. You're under judgment. Whatever you try to do, here you go, take it back. It's all yours. You deal with that. That's your problem. Now you want to come balance it out. What? Balance out your darkness with the light. How do you balance out the darkness with the light? You're going to be mad. You're going to be triggered. You're going to be hurt, busted, disgusted, because the light is going to irritate your demons. So y'all want to let go of the betrayal and manifest something new? Or that's what the Queen of Swords did. We let that go because we knew that we weren't the sick ones. We weren't the ones intentionally causing hurt, harm, and pain to anybody. What makes it look sick is that's you. That's your character. That's your personality. That's your morals. That's your values. That's your standards. And Queen of Swords people, we see it. That's who they are. That's their sickness. That's where not even sickness. I can't judge. You believe who you believe. That's who you believe. But that's you. Your problems, guess what, are not my problems. They're your problems. And only you are the ones that have to deal with your problems. So if light irritates your demons, I'm not disturbed. I sleep good at night. I focus on what's best for me, and I'm not hurting, harming, intentionally doing anything wrong to anybody else. You, sir, ma'am, the Queen of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, Emperor in reverse, with King of Wands upright. Like, I don't even get that. You don't even Emperor in reverse, King of Wands. This ain't even your Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands in reverse. That's not even your. What are you talking about? That's a whole misalignment of people in the first place. Like, what are you talking about? I bet you all y'all fight. Y'all don't get along. Y'all are going through judgment. You could be having financial issues, physical issues, health issues, sexual issues as well. Somebody has something with the throat. Somebody could be having a hard time speaking, or it's about to something with speaking. Somebody can't speak. Two of Wands. Look, that's sad. This is sad. This is sad. Oh my God. Okay. We got the Two of Wands, right? Was it worth it? Anything you did? Did it pay out? What paid out in this? Nothing. Any thoughts, decisions, actions, behaviors? You got paid nothing for any of it. The Ten of Swords. Everybody, but you all betrayed yourselves because you weren't doing what's best for you. You were trying to cause something to somebody else. You sacrificed yourself to be put under judgment. The Five of Pentacles. Yes. Expect poverty. Yes. Here you go. Expect to be left out on the cold. Nobody's going to work with you. Nobody wants to be around you. Nobody's going to trust you. Nobody's going to talk to you. Your situation for the rest of your life is your situation, and only you are the one that has to live it. Nobody else. And the Ten of Swords is, this is something you're never going to forget. You're going to walk every day living with this for the rest of your life. What else, Spirit? King of Pentacles. And this damn manipulation magic, the spell work you were doing, going right back to you. Look at that. It's headed right back to you. On them fake offers, on them people you played with people's tops, their emotions. You disrupted the flow of what the universe and divine has destined for people. You even disturbed the flow of your alignment as well. It's a ripple effect. You could have made a simple, mature, conscious decision to do something different. This would have never happened. You, sir, ma'am, people, you are your own destruction. You create the chaos in your life. So there's no sympathy for anything that you go through because you created it for yourself. Leave people alone. Mind your own business. Focus on your personal gains, your accomplishments in life, the direction you want to go. Because ain't nobody going to tend to your garden when they're too busy focused on theirs. What are you talking about? All that happened? That's yours. Here you go. You can take that back too. You can take that magic back too. You can have that back. What else? The Hierophant in reverse to Justice. Hierophant, Justice, the Seven of Swords. Look at that. Hierophant, you did not listen to the call. Justice, balance will be brought into the situation for the Seven of Swords. Look at all them swords. Look at all these people going to be walking away from you. The only one left is you, carrying the swords. And you'll be looking back at them, wondering why everybody has walked away from you. Well, again, see all these swords? Where you tried to bury somebody, and the swords that you carry. Ain't nobody going to work with you. Everybody's going to walk away from you. Everybody's going on to they're waiting for their ships to come in. You're wanting people. People are going to want something different for themselves. And that's fair. It's justice. Because, Hierophant, what? Not listening to your call, not being in your authentic higher self, not operating from a higher self, not evolving, not growing up, not self-actualizing, not maturing, but still being reckless, impulsive, insensitive, demoralizing, degrading, disrespectful, uncivilized. So you could be comfortable. Emperor, King of Wands, Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. That's the cross you bear. Leave people alone because people do not want to bear that cross. People want happiness. People want freedom. People want success. People want stability. People want to get together and celebrate, be around positive, like-minded people to elevate and grow in life. We want to take trips. We want to go out to eat. We want to go to the movies. We want to, go to a job that we love to do and make money to pay our bills. We want to grow as individuals. So that way, by the time 30, 40 years come, at the end of these 30, 40 years, we look back in life and said, even though we've been through a lot, we grew up, we learned, and we elevated to our highest potential. You're still playing. But here you go. That's yours. You can take that back. It's all yours. They don't belong to nobody else. This has your signature on it. Nobody else's signature but your own. Dang! Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. A decision, a simple change, being open-minded, evolving, growing, maturing, seeing something different, doing something different, making something different, but you chose not to. It's nobody's fault for the decisions that you make in life, because you make them. Nobody forces you. Sure, somebody can whisper in your ear, but again, that's your choice if you listen to it. If somebody says, go jump off a bridge, are you going to go jump off a bridge? Or are you going to cherish your life to know that, okay, where you're telling me is leading to the ending of my life? But Ace of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortunes in reverse. On top of the Five of Pentacles. There you go, on top of the Five of Pentacles. Confirmation. So what is this? There's too many cards. If they come back out, they come back out. Let me hurry up and end this reading. So now the Queen of Wands in reverse is what? Regretful, crying, hurt, sad, because she made some piss poor decisions as well too. Okay. And what? Against an Empress High Priestess? Against the Empress High Priestess who has strength. Who has the strength to tame lions, to tame the beast. Baby. The Empress and the High Priestess will be the last person y'all ever think to play with again, wouldn't it? Who's being seen and celebrated? Who's being seen and celebrated? Defending her own, defending what she's been through. Stable, secure. The Empress High Priestess followed the intuition, the guidance, the inner calling. Nobody's fault for the decisions we make in life, but you need to understand when you gotta make a decision, baby, that's that decision you gotta make so you don't have to deal with the consequences. All right, you guys, this is the reading for this reading. Thank you for choosing Truth Heals 1111. I hope this story gave you some sort of truth and clarity in regards to your situation. Whatever part anybody plays in this story, I'm gonna surrender it to God anyway. But stay strong. Empress, High Priestesses, stable, secure about that life, and when it comes to evolution, growth, success, fortune, stability, baby. Thank you for choosing me, or not choosing me, but listening to the reading, and I will see you in the next one.